We back with another roguelike, baby. This is Overlooting, a game that I've been enjoying for quite a little while and wanted to share with you guys. We start off as Maximilian. There's a couple other characters that are going to be available in the full game, but I've been playing this off cam quite a bit and ended up getting level 5, so we got some extra starting perks. And there's also a couple levels of corruption that you can start on to kind of get some more dangerous runs and some more difficult runs. But first we're gonna just start off in the regular old way. So this is the layout right here. We have some stats that we'll get based on the armor and weapons and equipment that we get. We have a starting stat of 5 armor right here and a starting stat of 1 physical damage, as well as 50 health with a 5% chance to crit and 150% damage when we do crit. So to play, all you gotta do is simple. Just a slime with no special abilities. You can hover over a monster to see what they're doing. It shows the intention right there. It has 1 attack that they're gonna do and they have 1 health. So when we click them, we do damage based on our physical damage, and lo and behold, it drops a chest. We select the chest and voila, we have the roguelike mechanic, which is pick an item out of 3. So there's no rerolls that are currently in the game, so you have to pick one of these. And 2 of these items are common and 1 of them is uncommon. In addition to that, you'll see a star rating at the bottom left, but most importantly, there's a symbol at the top left of each of the boxes. And you can see here, this has, it looks like a little Spartan helmet. On the same one has one right here, and this is something different. So there's a set for each item type, and you can build set bonuses by adding more of that type of equipment to your gear here. So right now we're going to pick the uncommon because it's the smart thing to do, and this will give us 5 more armor. So now this 5 shield will turn to 10. You can only change gear at the beginning of battle before you attack, before you act. Okay, so now we have 10 armor. And when we hit, we do the same amount of damage, but it only does 1 damage to us. So it gets progressively harder. Like last battle was 1 slime. This is going to be 2 slimes. And we're looking to build synergies all around the type of gear that we have. So we can start off by getting another item with the same symbol as we have right now, which now we can hover over and see what it's all about. This symbol is Legion. You gain rage at the end of the round and reduce all damage received. If we have 2 items from this Legion set, we'll get 15% damage reduction and 3 rage. And rage essentially is just extra damage. So that seems like a pretty good way to go. But we are going to need a weapon really soon. And when I say really, I mean really. So I'm going to take the arming sword here. And because that's an uncommon anyway, it's a little bit harder to get. And now we have a new symbol called Ironclad. So enemies breaking your barriers receive damage per broken barrier. Also gain guard per level. So we don't have any barrier right now, but we can get some. We're just going to defeat these 3 slimes. They're going to chip away at our armor and not take any health damage right now. And then we have the choice of something new. And again, we're seeing this Legion symbol. Okay, so we could get a shield here, which gives us some armor and some guard, or we can get some greaves. Let's get the shield because the stats on that seem to be a little bit better. And now we have 12, but we also have guard. Now guard just means you get barrier based on the amount of stacks, and you regenerate those stacks in a new area. So we have 1 barrier, which means when damage would be taken, negate it and lose 1 barrier stack. So it's only if you try to get hit here. Now you can see that we lost our barrier on the first hit, and then the second hit did some damage to our armor. Now we have rage that we built up because that's part of our Legion ability. We get 3 rage. So whenever you attack, deal 1 extra physical damage for each rage stack, then lose half the stacks rounded down, minimum 1. So that's how that works. So we're gonna attack the rabbit. Now you can see we lost a little bit of rage, but we gained some more because that's part of our Legion ability. And that's it. So that's how the game is played in a nutshell. The last thing to consider is that when you get items that have this star rating here, you can build upon them to 2-star and 3-star by combining them with similar items. So this is an old breastplate and this is an ancient breastplate. These won't do. So we have some new things that we could select from. We have a Wayfarer hat, which gives swiftness and dodge, and we give a thief mask, which gives critical and dodge. So I think I am going to go for the Wayfarer hat here, even though I have no preference between the two. And now we're at an event. So at the top, there's like a little progress map, and each one of these icons represent something significant. So this is a book, so it's going to be this event, and the next one will be something else and something else, and each one of these dots are another monster encounter that gets progressively hard. So we click the book, and what's going to happen is we're going to get the first of our talent tree, and we can select from one of 3 of these. Now there's a bunch of these that you can select from that will randomly populate these areas, and the more you go down the line, the different ones that you can get. But based on what you're planning on building or what you currently have, you kind of want to pick what's best. So right now we have 3 options. When obtaining an item, 25% chance to upgrade it automatically. So every single time we picked up one of these items and they were 1 star, we could have possibly got 2 stars instead, which is really, really good. Basic training gives 3 armor and 3 physical damage. So that's just base. So these stats just go up higher. And then Executioner. After killing an enemy, gain an extra attack. Now, this is really, really good. For the majority of the run, it's just good. But I do think smithing is better. So I'm going to pick smithing here. Now, every time we get a piece of loot, it could get upgraded. And sometimes this can really, really give you some crazy stuff. Although all those options were pretty nice. And generally speaking, you want to hover over the monsters to see what they're going to be doing, because some of them have specials that you kind of need to watch out for. So here, there's a bronze buckler that is part of our set, and we can go for right now. And if we get it, we can combine it with this to get 2 star. So we could have possibly had that upgraded to 2 star as well. And you can't combine 1 star and 2 stars, but you can combine 2 1-star items or 2 2-star items to get a 3-star, and 3-star is currently max, at least in the demo. So Forest Kin Assassin, 50% chance of dodging the first attack received. So if you have something that you know can do like damage to everything or whatever, or a counterattack, it would be better to attack the Wobblet right now. Deals double damage when not alone. So we got to get rid of him anyway, because if we hit this guy and he dodges, then this guy is going to have a friend longer, which means he can deal more damage. So we're definitely going to go for that first. We dodged the second attack and the barrier blocked the first. Now we have some rage, and we got through pretty easy. Okay, so the wooden shield here is for a different set. It's for the villager set. Thief mask is for the thief set, I think, or the assassin set. And none of these are what we really want. I'm gonna go for the wooden shield here because it doesn't really matter. But okay, we killed it. We killed that by itself, and that's because we have a little bit of swiftness now. We have a chance of getting an extra attack, and things that give swiftness are this Wayfarer's hat, which I like a lot. There's a bunch of like keywords that come up that you'll see over time. So we have an old breastplate, which doesn't help us. We got a comfy jacket, and we have a gladius. So the gladius would give us another legion point, which we need 4 in order to get the next tier. And comfy jacket doesn't help us in our current build, but it does have the same set as this, which is the villager set. And if I just change this out just to show you guys, the villager set will allow us, if you have 3, it shows that it gives you loot as if you progress through more areas. So if you count 10 from here, which is roughly like what here, it would be like when we kill the monsters at this point, it would be like getting loot from killing the monsters at this point, which the more you progress, the rarer the loot gets, which is kind of neat. And I've played around with this synergy some, this item set, and it's not incredible, but it's pretty darn cool. So poison. At the end of the round, take poison damage equal to the number of poison stacks. Then lose half the stacks rounded down. So it's kind of like Slay the Spire's poison, except it's half stacks. It rounds down half instead of just 1. All right. So we got another Wayfarer's hat, which we can combine. We got another old breastplate, which we don't want. We're going to take the Wayfarer hat and we're going to combine that. Very cool. Now we have extra swiftness and some extra dodge. And we got a chest here because we're at this point in the run. So now we could get cultist robes, which is another symbol that we've never seen before. It gives up to 15% dodge and 5 armor, which is really good. We'll also get the option of a steel shield. Now, I already have Ironclad, so we would get 1 guard per 3 damage per broken barrier. Okay, no, 1 guard and 3 damage per broken barrier. So every single time a barrier gets broken, we would get an extra 3 damage. That's in to buff us, which is a really good thing. All of these are rare, so I'm naturally going to take the steel shield because it benefits my build more. And I'm going to swap it out with this. So I'm no longer going to have that the villager synergy, but I'll be on the lookout for some more stuff. I'm also going to be down Legion for a little bit, but that's okay too. The armor and the guard is better on here, and I really don't need the range that much right now. It's nice to have, but I'm gonna get more damage out of the broken barriers. Okay, we have a knight helm. Hey, now we talking. That's another Ironclad. So if we wanted to, we can take this, put it here, and then put our Legion back, and now we have the bonuses from Legion and Ironclad, which doesn't give us as much barrier or armor altogether. Like if I swap that out, it gives us 24 and it adds to the barrier. Actually, no, it doesn't. It's the same barrier. Okay, so, but this is better because I gain a little bit of rage now and damage reduction. All right, so he has 1 guard, which means our first attack is not going to do anything to him. Let's kill the Wobblet first. All right, that worked out pretty simple. And let's see. Okay, we get a counterattack option for this Traveler's Amulet, which is one of the pieces of jewelry here. We're going to take that. And that is part of the Sylvan set, which can give us some swiftness, which swiftness is the ability to possibly attack twice. Let's get rid of the Wobblets. Do I have something that's doing some return damage here? Okay. Oh my gosh, they want to give me all of the Ironclad set here. I think I'm gonna take it. I do need boots really bad though. So it's only an uncommon. I'll tell you what, let's take the Ancient Greaves. Since we don't have boots yet, we're going to put those on and replace these. And now we kind of have what we wanted before, which is still a little bit of the Legion set, but mostly rocking with this this knight set here. And we want 1 more to get maximum, but we're already at 29 armor, which is pretty darn good. I dodged the first attack there, which kind of sucks. I mean, they dodged the first attack, which kind of sucks, but we got plenty of block. Okay, so we have a ring, a lucky charm, which is an amulet. It doesn't specify that, but and a thief mask. So we don't have a ring right now, so I guess we will take a ring. It doesn't matter what we get in terms of set here, I don't think, based on what we're currently using. No, we'll take the ritual ring. And it got upgraded. So this is one of the other events too. This is a potion event, and we get a couple potions that this little guy drops us. Let's equip the ritual ring, and you can see here that there's another set, which is faceless. Recognize that from Game of Thrones? Gain a lot of damage amplification, but lose health whenever you attack. So 3 of them, 80% damage amplification and 2 health lost when you attack. Scary stuff. If you have enough regeneration, this can be a really, really cool set. Right now, it's not. And these guys were poisoning me, but my armor was sucking it up. All right, we got old helmet, we got thief mask, and we got comfy jacket, which we can do comfy jacket, but we just upgraded it anyway, so we don't need to. Let's take care of the Wobbits. Beautiful. All right, now We could get Ancient Greaves, or we can get, I think getting more counterattack here seems pretty good. Yeah. Now we have 30% counterattack, which you can see here, percentage of your damage dealt as an extra attack when dodging. So that's what's happening every once in a while. I'm dodging and I end up counterattacking, which is pretty nice. We don't have a whole lot of dodge. I think it's just whatever the base chance that we dodge is. Okay. Comfy hat, wooden shield, which we could combine if we wanted to. I'm gonna do that since it's easier to combine. I'm not gonna combine quite yet because I'll show you why. I'll show you why. If it was something I was using, it would be a no-brainer. But there's an event coming up that's gonna allow you to kind of combine items and stuff. Okay, so I'm gonna try for this Traveler Amulet, and if we get an upgrade, we'll be able to make this level 3. And it did it. Okay, so 2 stars, 2 stars, 3 stars, 45% counterattack is amazing for this item. All right, we're at another book event, so we're gonna click it and we're gonna get our second sort of skill in this or trait or whatever you call it. Okay, poison enemies deal half damage and stun enemies receive double damage. So if we had something that would stun or something that would poison, this would be a good consideration. Reckless Strike counterattack now also triggers when you don't dodge, which is amazing because we kind of have great counterattack. And Rough Skin, whenever an enemy attacks you, it receives physical damage equal to their damage. So if we had a Thorns build working, this would be wonderful. So I'm going to pick Reckless Strike here because that just suits our build so flippin' well. And now we're starting to get into some real tough enemies here. So this is the Forest Kin Brute, a particularly strong Forest Kin with no special abilities, but they do 10 per hit. Now, I have 2 barriers, so their first 2 attacks ain't gonna be nothing. And keep in mind that I am building Rage up with Legion, and I'm counterattacking now. So they still were able to get into my armor, but did not hurt me much. So we get a Steel Buckler, which is an uncommon version of the Ironclad set, which we don't want. But it is an uncommon versus 2 common, so we will take the uncommon because more rare is better. And these guys have some barrier, but I have plenty of shield here to get me through. Oh, Night Helm I could upgrade, but Steel Greaves and also Chainmail. So the bad thing about this is both of the options for this would give me another Ironclad point, but would take away my Legion point. And right now we're a little short on damage. So I think Night Helmet is the best option because we can combine that now. We have 12 armor. That's really good. So this is new. Forest Kin Druid. Increase the damage of other enemies by 3. Yeah, you gotta go, bruh. You gotta go. So the counterattacks worked well for us there. And Iron Ring is bludgeoning. So this critical chance for the Ritual Ring, we could change that to the Iron Ring, which would give bludgeoning. And I can't tell you what bludgeoning does right offhand, but I remember it's not, I mean, it's good, but it's not the most amazing. Although it is the uncommon out of these 3, and we're not gonna pick Thief Boots or Infiltrator Cloak. So let's take it. And we got it upgraded, which is great. So if we swap to this, bludgeoning says chance of stunning enemies when attacking. So remember here, we could have got stunned enemies receive double damage. That would have been really cool with bludgeoning. It's only a 15% chance. Same with critical chance. I think either one is fine. But the good thing about using this is it gives us another point in Ironclad, which gives us the ability to have 2 guard, 6 damage per broken barrier. So that is a pretty big upgrade in my opinion. Let's try to take this guy out first. Oh my gosh, you see these counterattacks coming in? Unbelievable. Okay, so here's a new symbol. Forbidden Breastplate, armor and enrage. So enrage is kind of like what rage is, except it just generates rage, I think. Wooden shield and bronze shield. So I'll take bronze shield. No, I'm gonna take forbidden breastplate right now, because I mean, it's not much less than ancient breastplate, and if we get something else to change this out with, we'll want it. Just to change it out and show you what it does right now, you get taboo. This is the taboo set. When an enemy attacks you, it has a chance of being stunned. Also, enemies take damage when breaking free of a stun. So 3 pieces, you have a 30% chance to deal 10 damage. 5 pieces, you have a 50% chance to deal 15 damage. Neither of those are really beneficial to me. I think just gaining some rage with our normal set is good. And we've arrived at something right here, a different event. So we attack this a few times and it gives us a style, meaning that it kind of gives you a point in any one of these sets or styles that you choose. And right now, it's given us the option to get Rogue and Sylvan, Sylvan and Taboo, or Legion and Beast. And since we're already using Legion, we could get Predator here. That would give us another Sylvan, but I think I like this, Legion and Beast. So now we have 3 points in Legion, which means we could swap out one of our Legion pieces for something else, because we're only getting the benefit if we have 4. Meaning that if we wanted to, we could put this forbidden breastplate on, and now we have a little bit of enrage. Gain rage stacks when attacked. So this works pretty well with our counterattack and dodge setup. And we also have a new beast style. When you attack, a percentage of your damage is dealt to all other enemies. That's crazy sauce. So we're gonna try to get some of that. Another thing is we have the hammer, or we can get some health restoration. We haven't taken any damage yet, so we can just upgrade something. Right now, there's nothing that's so incredible that I could not resist upgrading it, but I think I'm gonna go for the helmet here. Now we have 18 armor just from the helmet, and yeah, that's pretty good. Let's go ahead and try to get through this. We got some rage built up. He's gonna start dipping into our armor here, but we hit pretty darn hard. And we got a ritual ring, a bronze shield, and a fang necklace. Okay, so this is interesting too. Fang necklace would give us another point in beast, which still wouldn't be 3. So we would need 2 items that would give that to us, but that is an option. Okay, we got 3 snakes. They're all gonna poison us, but they're taking so much damage from the counterattacks that it's absurd. Got a forbidden helmet here. Not gonna take it, well, not gonna use it, but it is there if we wanted to get some more taboo. Very nice. Very nice. And we can upgrade the ancient greaves that we've been using forever. Let's do that. Oh, it upgraded anyway. All right, never mind then. Now we have 8 armor from it, so we're at 40 total armor. That is crazy, man. And the poison was ticking at us every round. Okay, skull ring in rage 2. We take that. It's a rare too, so if we wanted to, we could get rid of bludgeoning. We don't want to, but we could, and change that out. We could actually go for beast and bludgeoning if we wanted to, and really change things up. But allow me to present to you the forge. This has a few different things. So you can see here, forging 3 items of the same rarity results in an item of higher rarity. Forging 3 items of different rarities results in a random item of the highest rarity among those used. So you can combine a common, an uncommon, and a rare, and get a rare, okay, of a different kind if you wanted to. Or you can put 3 commons together and get a common, which is why I did not stack these in the first place. So we're gonna go with common, 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 forge, and it's gonna give us an uncommon. Okay, so we got a forbidden helmet level 2. which is kind of neat. If we had another one, we'd do 3. So now we could go for a rare if we want to. And we will go with Ancient Greaves for now. And now we get a rare. So we get a Historic Breastplate. Now, right now, we were just using Forbidden Breastplate. That was 3 with an Enrage of 1. This is Armor 6 and Enrage of 1. Definitely better. Now we could combine 3 more if we wanted to, or we can re-roll this Enrage Ring, which we're not using any taboo right now. So I think I want to do that. I'm going to use one of these, and one of these. And I'm going to forge, and it's going to give us another random rare, which is a Historic Helmet. Now, we already have a helmet that we want to keep here, but I could go up to 1 more rage and 35% damage reduction, which would be interesting. I would have to take this away, though. I don't think I'm willing to do that. I think I do that 1 more time. Oh, I need blue. I need to use the wooden shield here. And we do forge, and we get another rare, which is an assassin mask. That's also not what I want. All right. We do it 1 more time. And that's the last forge we could have got, and we got a Night Helm, which we already had triple of. Womp womp. So we didn't get any big upgrades or any epics, but that's kind of how the forge goes sometimes. That guy is gonna die just from attacking me, and yeah, that was pretty good. Okay, more Ancient Greaves. Another, I mean, I already have a level 3 counterattack. I'm gonna take the Ancient Greaves here, and that would have been my my second one. I could have combined those if I wouldn't have used them on the last on the forge thing, but it is what it is. Okay, there's an epic that dropped. Leader Garb. Armor is 10, dodge is 10. I mean, it's straight up better than this. I'm definitely gonna take it. It's straight up better, and we don't have 2 of these items, so I don't have to worry about taking damage when I attack, but having some dodge is pretty good. Now this, Poisonous 8, guard 1. It's a half tortoise, half cobra. It's the stuff that nightmares are made of. The poison can get really out of hand with these guys. I mean, really fast. So, yeah, we usually kill those first. Okay, Forbidden Breastplate I'm no longer using. Bastard Sword. That's interesting. So instead of an arming sword, we have a Bastard Sword now, which physical damage 7 to 9, physical damage 4 to 6. Finally got that upgrade, that's nice. If we really wanted to do more damage here, we could take, if we think we have enough armor, like this is 6 armor, 1 guard. This is just 4 to 6. We could dual wield here. We don't lose any synergy points, we just gain total damage. Our physical damage is 11 to 15 right now. It goes from 7 to 9 to 11 to 15. I think we're gonna do that because we got a Wargark. Deals double damage when not alone. So all of these guys, it's basically a version, an upgraded version of the Walbit. We definitely need to take care of these guys first, which we did, no problem. Yeah, and the double swords are working out pretty good right now. Steel Shield would allow me to upgrade. That's good. I think we do that. Yeah. So the shield just got pretty darn good. When we need more armor, we'll make sure to get it. So now this is a new set, and it's an epic sword. Holy crap. Physical 8 to 10 with luck 20. So luck is kind of like... luck allows you to get some other stuff too. Lifesteal is amazing though. All right, we're gonna get the lifesteal. The Monarch Crown is cool too, but we definitely want the lifesteal. Right now we don't need it, but to heal, it's awesome. And it is in the Thief set. We don't have any other Thief items. So many different things to consider, man. So it is very, very possible that we start taking a lot of damage here at some point with some of the encounters coming up, which is why I took lifesteal, because I want to show you guys the end boss. There's another set. Another set here. I don't think we go with... I'll go with the historic helm. Ooh. 8 and 2. Still not 18 though. Not even close, man. So this guy's doing a lot of damage. See, getting very, very close to whittling down our armor. So there's another, what is this set? The faceless items? We could get another one, but I think we go with arming sword here and upgrade it. Now we do even more damage. We are at 13 to 18 now. Beautiful. He's no longer doing double damage when we take those guys out. Squire Greaves. Rusty Ring. Poisonous. So this would allow our attacks to poison, which is just some extra damage all around. But we would give up bludgeoning. I mean, I don't think that's too bad, to tell you the truth. How close are we to 6 on this? I'm gonna take the Rusty Ring for now. And yeah, I think we're okay like this. All right, let's get rid of these guys first. And you can see here that my counterattacks are applying poison to them as well. Which that poison just killed that enemy, so that just saves me from an attack, which is pretty good. Dueling Dagger, critical chance, counterattack, and physical damage. It's actually not that bad. And it would give us a point in with Ruby Ring, which right now, I mean, it's better than the other two options. So I'm going to pick it. Oh my god, and it got upgraded. All right, we got potions now. Berserk Potion. Drop on your character to gain 15 rage. That's crazy, dude. So now you can see the enemies are starting to get much, much, much stronger here. Let's take a look at what we got. So if I put Dueling Dagger in place of Arming Sword, we lose our, well, we didn't have Ironclad to begin with that other set, but now we have Counterattack at 68%. So we counterattack so often, it's crazy. And we can even, now that we have one of this set, the rogue set, we would get 5% chance to get 5 damage if we combine this. So instead of the poisonous and luck thing, we could do Ruby Ring for lifesteal. We don't need it, but it's just to say it is available. And it is going to come in very handy on the final boss. You see, look, we took a damage. We took a damage there. So yeah, an air cape, a historic helmet, or an undead breastplate. I think I take the air cape here instead of the leader garb. 10 armor, 10 dodge. This gives swiftness, dodge, luck, and armor. So we'd lose 8 armor though. I don't think that's worth, especially because we don't have any other set items for that. So yeah, a few things to consider here. Let's go for the Tortobra first. So I think I'm going to kill these guys just from counterattacks and poison. Yeah, that worked out very, very good. Okay, Fang Necklace goes up a level. But we also have Bear Boots, which would give us the next thing that we need. Oh no, we need 3, right? So we would need... Oh, but we have one already because we picked style. Okay, so here's something that we got to do. We got to get rid of something, which isn't a big decision here. I think I'm going to pull the bear boots, okay? So we're going to lose some armor here. But I want to show you guys what this looks like. So Beast, whenever you attack, a percentage of all your damage is dealt to other enemies. Now, that is pretty good. We only have a 23% chance to counterattack because we gave away our Traveler's Amulet, but this is worth showing off, I think. So you can see how I'm attacking everybody, and with the fact that I'm doing poisonous, I'm actually applying venom to everybody too. But look how much damage I took by messing up my my synergies there. It really adds up after a little while. So let's give ourselves a healing potion just to give us some room, and we're gonna pick up, I don't know, let's go with the Bushido breastplate here. So now let's change back to what we had before, because it was just superior, right? We're also going to change to the lifesteal ring so that we can get some lifesteal, and we have 3 synergies working right now. And you can see here that I just refilled my health. So they have really no chance when we... So the build is so reliant on... I mean, it's so reliant on how you build around gear. It makes a lot of difference. Okay, that was an iron ring, which was 1 star. If we decide to use that, that is going to be really good. But I think we're going to be using the lifesteal ring, although not positive. Oh, already had an iron ring. So unless this would be doubled, I wouldn't get it. You know, let's get rid of the ritual ring. Now, the S stock is interesting because, I mean, it's more critical chance, but we would have to give away the bastard sword, which we could. No, we couldn't go for shield here, and that's one of our other items. We'd have to pick bludgeoning again. I don't think we want that. Let's go with iron ring, and yeah, unfortunately it was not enough, but we can combine a whole bunch of stuff now. So let's put things where we know we're not going to use. This is already upgraded, so we can choose that, and we want some purples here. We're not gonna stick with poison. Let's go forge, and we got an epic, which is guard 2. All right, we don't need this because we're already using the Traveler's Amulet, but it would allow us to get Ironclad up again. Maybe it's worth it to do a little bit of this. All right, so now we have a Symbol of the Faces, lifesteal 3% and rage 2. Interesting. Interesting. I don't think it's what we want, but so now we could go purple, blue, and green, or yeah, purple, blue, and green to change this around. And we got the Monarch Cape instead, which is 15% swiftness, 15% dodge, 5 luck, and 3 armor. We would lose 7 armor to do that. We don't have a crown. Currently, we don't have a crown to do that. So I don't think it's worth. I think we change out the Monarch Cape. And Steel again, giving away the Steel Shield, it feels wrong, man. It feels wrong. Maybe we don't do that. Maybe we don't. Epic is the highest you can get, by the way, so combining 3 epics does nothing. What I could do is get another blue. And okay, bear pelt. That would have been my other bear item if I wanted it, but it's not gonna work out like that. Let's just oh, it needs to be green. Let's just go with the iron ring for now, and that's our last forge, and we ended up getting Symbol of the Faceless again. Okay, so yeah, we didn't get what we wanted here, but it's still an interesting setup. Sometimes you could really get lucky and get some great stuff, but so far the game in its demo format has a bit amount of replayability. Like you can see, there's a lot to come up with these different builds that you can play around with. We'll just grab the bear boots here, and let's see. These guys are going to chew through my armor now, but I have life drain, so I'm not really worried about it. Or life steal, I should say. There's another iron ring, scout cloak, lion paws, epic, huh? I mean, I'm not mad about that. Oh, and they got upgraded, 8 and 3. Ooh, flat, they're better. Now, it would take away the Legion thing that I have, so that's not so good. We would need 2 more anyway. No, I'm not gonna trade that out. Not gonna trade it out here. God, so many different. I don't know who to attack first. This snake is going to do some serious poison damage to me if I'm not careful. Okay, we healing. Let's see. Scimitar, no. Ancient helm, historic helmet. We'll get the historic helmet because it's blue. Okay. Probably a good choice to go for him first. You can see I'm gaining quite a bit of health from these guys. I'm at 40 again. There's the air cape. There's the fang necklace again. Cursed shield. Regeneration. Enrage, guard, and armor. Nah. It's purple though. All right, so what do we... If we increase the... if we upgrade dueling dagger right here... Y'all don't even know. If we should, it's 35% critical chance, 35% counterattack. All right. So let's think. Do I need rage that bad? I don't think so. I think I'm going to change these boots out. Okay, that takes away my this set, this Legion set. And lifesteal I think is the best choice for all of these. Now the question is, do we want the physical damage upgrade or do we want the armor and the guard? I think we keep everything as is, but we give rage here, and we give rage. We got 2 berserk potions, so we have 30 rage, and we attack. So if we hover over these guys, you'll see that every 4th turn does a special attack. There are no saplings. Summon 2 saplings instead. So it's doing 20 per hit, which is going to break into our stuff, but now it's going to make saplings because this is on turn 4. There we go. And now look, that's a lot of damage. We're going to heal up. We're almost there, baby. But we lost. Hey, you know what? I gave up so many synergies and went through over and over again that, you know, at the end of the day, it gets hard. And again, when you go into the new setups with all of the difficulties, like Corruption 2, because I've beat it so many times, enemies are deadlier and start the game damaged. So it's like all of the different, it's like New Game Plus over and over again, or what's the other word that they use in incremental games? It's like prestige. After you beat the game, you can get bigger challenges and stuff, and there's gonna be new characters and all that stuff. So anyway, This was Overlooting, guys. I really enjoyed it. I think you would too if you like this type of game. The demo's available for free on Steam. Just check the link in the description. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks so much for watching. As always, this is Illusion signing off. We'll see you next time.